I'd recognize those legs anywhere.
JR, welcome home.
Glad somebody feels that way. I don't suppose I have to ask.
Everything's taken care of. I got Detective Radigan, told him what you wanted. Private Eye's already on the case. Well, I'm sure there's some things I've forgotten, but your phone call didn't give me much time.
You're batting 1,000 so far, honey.
Oh,
Has Harv Smithville showed up yet?
Yeah, he's waiting inside. His niece, Anita's with him.
Anita? Oh, yeah. Lovely girl. Good lawyer, too. Hello, Harv. Anita. I really appreciate y'all getting here on such short notice.
JR, good to see you.
You too, old friend.
Anita told me how kind you were to her during her Paris visit. I wanted to thank you for that before we got started.
Any family of yours is like family of mine, Harv. I don't suppose you have those documents here, do you?
Got 'em right here.
Good, good. All right, Harv, that's it.
It is. I'll file these immediately. Anything else you might want me for today?
Yeah, not that I can think of. I want to thank you for your fast action.
Always my pleasure, JR. You come in, Anita?
Oh, not just yet. I've got a couple of things I want to show Mr. Ewing.
See you tomorrow, then.
Harv.
It's been a long time since Paris, Mr. Ewing.
That turned you on, calling me mister.
I don't need it. But it doesn't hurt.
You bring a copy of my daddy's will?
Don't tell me it's going to be business before pleasure.
At this point in time, business is pleasure.
Well, it was not easy getting him out of Uncle Harv's safe. You owe me. Big time.
I always pay my debts, you know that. You look over the codicils?
You were right. Jock did leave a bequest for John Ross that's separate from anything he left anyone else in his will. And it's been sealed all this time.
I knew he would. John Ross being his firstborn grandson and all. What'd he leave him?
5,000 shares of a software company called Cyberbyte. They were just starting up when he bought them, and now they're mighty big.
What are they worth?
$200 million.
Well, which John Ross gets on his 18th birthday, which is next week.
Not quite.
What do you mean, not quite?
The codicil clearly states that, John Ross gets the bequest only...
Only what?
He inherits upon your death.
Well, if that don't tear the rag off the bush. Yeah?
JR, I'm leaving now. Do you need anything?
Oh, no, you going home. I'll see you tomorrow.
I worked up quite a little appetite. Shall we go out? Or maybe you prefer some room service?
Well, normally I like to eat in. But I got a hell of a case of jet lag. I need to conserve what little strength I've got left for a meeting later on.
Oh, well, what am I supposed to do?
You, my dear, are supposed to get those papers back into your Uncle Harvey's safe. And then get ready to move that stock into my London account.
And how am I meant to do that?
Well, just transfer the stock into the account of John Ross II instead of John Ross III. If anybody tumbles to it, which I sincerely doubt, it's a simple clerical error.
Aren't you overlooking the fact that that can't happen as long as you're alive?
Honey, you let me take care of the technicalities, and you just hold up your end.
Well, if your meeting breaks up early, call me.
I will. I surely will.
For a dead man, I feel definite signs of life.
Well, if I'm dead, I've gone to the right place.
You know what I think was your master touch?
What's that?
Calling the auto club from your car phone. I mean, it made the whole thing believable. Nobody'd ever expect JR Ewing to fix a flat.
Well, I've taken care of my end. What about my daddy's bequest to John Ross?
All set. Just as soon as you're declared legally dead, which may have already happened, those Cyberbite shares will turn up in your London account.
And my broker will know what to do then. We sell those shares and buy West Star stock. And I'll have McKay singing any song I want.
Isn't there one tiny little thing you've overlooked?
I don't think so.
Well, unless you plan on staying a corpse forever. What do you do about that bequest once you suddenly and miraculously come back to life? Because my Uncle Harv's going to want to know what became of those shares.
Well, that's simple. I use the West Star stock as collateral to take a bank loan. Then I buy back those shares and just let them sit there until John Ross inherits them. Good Lord willing, it's going to be a long wait.
Not that it bothers me, but isn't that slightly illegal?
No, unless somebody finds out about that little clerical error you made.
You know what really turns me on about you?
What's that?
You make Machiavelli look like Mother Teresa.
Anita, all you have to do is keep Harv away from those documents for a couple more days.
No problem. Of course, you know he's gonna want to get to him once he reads your will to your family. By the way, he tells me Bobby had you cremated.
We have to talk about that.
I just thought you'd like to know that you're now living in an urn somewhere.
You have a very weird sense of humor, my dear.
No, I think kinky is a better description. Speaking of which, that's some mustache.
Yeah, Lieutenant Radigan.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to stop off and pay Thomason.
Thomason.
Yeah, Thomason. He's a truck driver. I saw him on television. He was very convincing. He even had me believing that crash was an accident.
So, what about my cut? Or do we discuss that in private?
Now, the opera ain't over yet, darling. Let's wait till the fat lady sings.